Her most gracious
This is
Duchess
Beauclair,
has hired a
and
Witcher to
everything's
get at the
peachy.
root of these murders.
Greetings.
What do you have on offer? Farewell.
Good luck on...
The city council. Requested to refrain from
It is
spilling
if one
sewage
thought to treat
into
Move
the
it.
streets of the old field between 10 o'clock in the morning and 8 at night.
Come on. The cave Merton mentioned. Need to look around. Slips of paper all over. Prayer on each one. Maybe Merton left one too. Seems he left the prison, came here, then went on to the temple. Run, Roach.
Probably on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Temple Merton wrote about seems like. Should look around. Might find something interesting. Spectre in a place like this? Behind a wall. Someone must have walled someone. Spirit can't rest in peace. Spirit won't rest in peace until I bury the remains. Some sarcophagi in the first chamber. One of them could work. Ready. Soul should rest in peace now.
All is in order!
That Gwent will be the end of it. At least.
Night, love, and wine counsel no half-hearted.
Come on, Roach. Just like the great beggar described it, Chapel Merton visited must be in the cave. Damn it. What's going on here? Nude women in a cave? Something's not right. Brock say might have been hallucinations. Sure as hell fought as if they were real. Beggars here? Must be a test.
Have mercy, take pity, please.
Do not avert your eyes. Help.
Arms for the poor, sir.
Last one. Wonder what'll happen now. Damn, you're a late. Looks a lot like Libiota. Impossible. Not seeing visions anymore. Hope that's the end of that. Merton went to the lakeside to seek final atonement. Wonder if it's a relic of some sort. Wonder if it's a relic of some sort. Faster. Come on. Damn it.
Not even a draft horse will talk without sound.
Faster. Take it easy.
What's your
Du
then
musst
bleeding
es,
step?
Mamas und Papa.
Hey there, Witcher. Come, we must speak.
Gentlemen, we've
Let
got
us kill! Let us murder!
Not bad. Why men throw their lives away attacking an armed witcher? I'll never know. Something wrong with my face? Like Merton wrote about. Gotta be. Nice place. Pretty as hell. Merton's last stop. Hey-ya! Giddy up. on, Roach.
Every single lady keeps a devil somewhere shady. You're looking well. Top form, my dear.
Unbelievable. Coronata and Vermentino records.
Hark, Beauclerc!
Greeting. Of course.
Would you craft something? Farewell.
Good luck on the path. Greetings.
Farewell.
Good.
Massacre at the estate of the Lord of Samurai. Elven statues come from...
Greet.
What it? Farewell.
Hecatu at the Doran Alma estate. Open house at the Volclair chapter of the Transnational
Do you know the colours I
Flagellates.
would see on the Duchy's banners?
You're looking well. Top form 90. She's lucky.
Is that a witch, Wine-Bölüm?
Every single lady keeps a devil somewhere shady.
I've lots to do before.
Sir, we received a shipment. I had the barrels unloaded and stored in the cellar.
Thanks. Take a look.
Splendid. I was told...
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
To reconcile, that's one thing. But to start making wine together, it boggles the mind.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
My stomach growls like an angry wolf.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Volius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Monsieur Bolius's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Follow me, please.
work from dawn to dusk's last light. Then give my wife a good.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Our knights errant? They're so heroic. We had to summon
The cellars, voila.
their work.
During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
It is mine!
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. One must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more... useful.
Oh, yes! We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that.
Admiral Rompelli once hired a specialist who made the finest armorers.
Good. Order...
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take... will you be needing anything?
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration.
I shall be glad to answer your...
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah?
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted oaks was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will. See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In News, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
Fine, but maybe later. Something I'd like to ask you right now.
I am all ears.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also some new furnishings, and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest.
Could use another weapon rack.
I know of a carpenter.
Fine. Order the
Of course, at once. Is there anything...
Was wondering...
Oh.
Yeah.
I can... Is there any...
Along the...
I...
Yes.
By this...
Thinking about... Great.
Through it... Is there any...
Starting to get...
What?
You know, Roach...
Oh.
My Roach deserve...
I should... Will you be...
So...
Ponder...
If you don't...
Of course.
Feels like...
With the...
Starting...
Ponder...
That's...
Not...
Ah!